Doing it.
Excited
We doing it.
We reached out to Tony a few weeks
So
ago.
we got a little intro video going on the Facebook
get closer
right
to his
now.
Fans. This was a fan out in Anaheim. Coach told him he was too small to play, so it was cool to meet him. Hugs for homers. I like that. This is crazy. This takes me back. This is high school days, Team Tennessee. Yeah, I like the concept of this idea, man. It's pretty cool that you can upload a picture, and it's always tough because you try to sign everyone, man, and then once you run in, you hear everyone say, oh, man, and this is a way you can kind of be able to access your fans without even being able to be up there, you know? We got George Springer over there live. What's up? George Springer getting chopped up. That's three hits tonight. Ooh, that boy gonna be fresh. I've seen this girl like in a couple different places, and she's very cute. Annalise. She's got beautiful eyes. Usually Bregman's like kind of the ringleader.
Cause I know it started with the stare. And I know that was Alex and his swag just, you know, and then all of a sudden you guys doing limbo. And
the limbo was funny.
Yeah,
the
limbo
was funny, yeah.
Then y'all got the little bobsled. Then that's when I realized, I was like, oh, they having fun.
I know. Yeah.
See, that's baseball though, man. When you out there having fun and smiling and laughing and loose, that's usually when you perform the best.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Tony Kemp will hit for Matt Stassi. Kemp drives one, deep right field, ball, game over! Kemp, it ain't easy. Tony Kemp comes off the bench and with one swing wins the game. The first run scored against the Indians bullpen in this series is a walk-off home run. He comes off the bench and wins it, and the hugs for homers with Altuve and Kemp.
Away.
If you have questions, ask to Anthony.
We're live on Instagram. Now we're live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all at the same time. We're in Houston, Texas, at Minute Maid Park, here with Tony Kemp. If you want your photo signed, go to thefangage.com, upload it. He's going to sign as many as he can for the next 30 minutes. And when you get it, share it. Make sure you tag us. Enjoy it.
Love seeing all the pics, man.
Live on Instagram. Now we're live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all at the same time. We're in Houston, Texas, at Minute Maid Park, here with Tony Kemp. Hey, Tiffany, move that a little this way. Like, just tilt it. That shit the other way. A little bit more. Right there. Cool.
Now, is it only the picture? It's not the white, right?
Yeah, only the picture is the writing surface.
Okay, all right.
For everybody tuning in, we're doing a Fangage Live from Minute Maid Park with Tony Kemp, and he's using the Fangage app. This app was built to where he can reach out and touch more fans, have one-on-one engagements without necessarily having to be there in person. And the photos that you're seeing being uploaded have been uploaded from fans all across the country. In the past 2 days, we've had nearly 500 uploads, which is a record. So we're really excited to see the growth. Absolutely, man. We really didn't market that hard. We posted to a few Facebook groups, and everybody was really, really excited to participate.
That's awesome.
So we'll get it started with the Q&A. A lot of people, we're going into a big series with the Red Sox, so a lot of people want to know, kind of how's everything going? What's the state of the Astros right now?
You know what? They're actually pretty good. I think it's once series come in and like different teams come in, I think it's the fans get more excited than I think the players do. But we feed off that energy, and we had a good game yesterday, so we're just trying to build off that and, get another win.
I hear that. Now this is Tony's third time having a Fangage event, and we're really excited to have him back. But he's one of the OGs when it comes to Fangage signings. It was almost this time last year we were here doing the signing at the barbershop. Right now we're in the friends and family room of Minute Maid Park, so we're giving you the exclusive access that not many people get, and that's what we pride ourselves on at Fangage. We can host these signings wherever there's internet. We can send autographs, and we're just showing you that same thing right now. So Tony, you're coming off your first career walk-off, which was I'm sure a very, very exciting time. We have that video here, and we're gonna show it while you sign. And we just take us through that moment from when you got the call from the coach that you're going to be pinch hitting. Kind of what was your mindset during that?
The pinch hit, so hadn't really been in the game at all. But he told me, we had 2 outs in that inning. He said, "Hey, you're going to be leading off next inning," and kind of went down, watched some video on the pitcher and see what I could pick up on him. And once I got to an advantage count, I just tried to put my best swing on it that I could, and it just happened to go over the fence.
Yeah, and the thing I loved about it, man, is that you're an extremely humble guy. You never really get too high, you never really get too low. But before that, you had made a post about the struggles. How there's going to be times where you might go through a 0 for 10 streak, or you might go through a 0 for 11 streak. But you always have to have that edge, that attention that the next time you swing the bat is going to be that time. For the young players out there that don't necessarily have not gotten that poise that it takes to be a great ball player. Kind of what are some of the tricks that you like to use to just keep yourself level-headed through the slumps as well?
Yeah, they don't call it the game of success. It's the game of failure, and I think once you can get past that and know that all your hard work will pay off. Sometimes you're not going to see results right away, and that's why we battle each and every day. You can never give up because you never know when your name's going to be called. You never know when you're going to need to come off the bench and help your team. And you can't really have too much self-pity with yourself because the next day is a new day, and every day is another opportunity to showcase your talents. And at the end of the day, you get to come out here and this is not even really a job. They're paying us to play a game that we've played since we were 4 years old. So right now we're just playing with house money and just having fun with living out our dream.
I love that, man. I know we love to watch the Astros. We're all Astros fans. All the founders of Fangage are all Houston area, so we're all rooting for you, and we're excited to have you back on the Fangage platform. For everyone watching on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, we're live on all of them at the same time. If you want your photos signed, go to thefangage.com, choose Tony, upload the photos, and he's gonna get through as many of them as he can over the next 25-30 minutes. We'll be going live, so go over to the website now, upload your photos, and watch it get signed real time. You can't fake live video. There's no fraud here. This is happening real time, live from Minute Maid Park. Tony Kemp, World Series champion, signing your photos and sending them straight to your inbox.
I like the new little tag thing. That's cool.
It's actually something that we're playing around with. We're talking to more and more brands about wanting to sponsor the events, putting their logos at the bottom of the signed photos, because once the fans get their photos back, they share it on social media. So we're going to the brands and saying, you have an opportunity to get some positive brand recognition through our platform. People are printing them out. They're framing these autographs. So when they frame them, they look at it and they're going to say, oh, it's because of this brand that I was able to get my photo signed, and always be appreciative. So, it's another little test that we're running to be able to change the logos based off, who's signing. But that's part of our future revenue stream is, going to the brands and seeing if they would want to sponsor these events.
Right. awesome. Hey, they've come a long way. I'll say that.
Last time, we were always open, honest.
It's a startup, man.
You can't necessarily see what's behind the camera. We came in here last time. We were using Starbucks cups.
Hey, we made it work.
Yeah, we made it work. We were
man.
using Starbucks cups for our phone holders, and we weren't forward thinking enough to have a hotspot. Tony let us borrow his hotspot.
Yeah, man.
But we're ready now. Another, a year has passed, and Fangage has grown up tremendously.
They got their own T-shirts now. I'm like, it's time. That's awesome, man. I think it's always cool, entrepreneurs and people who start up their own things, and man, it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort, energy, and many people don't see all that effort that goes on behind closed doors. It takes a team to do stuff like this.
Absolutely, it takes a team, takes a village, and we love to follow you, Tony, because you really don't hide too much in a world today where a lot of people want to be politically correct. Like, you put your faith out there and you let it be known that your religion plays a huge part in how you carry how you carry yourself. I noticed that you posted a book on your Instagram a couple of days ago. What was that book, and kind of what are some of the lessons that you're hoping to get out of it?
So the book was called The Power Now, and pretty much the premise behind the book is nothing has happened outside of the present moment, and being able to dwell on that, not live in the past, and not look forward to the future. It's like, it's big because it always just lets you live in the moment, and that's huge because sometimes we get caught up into what's next, or our past failures, and sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and say, hey, I can't do anything outside of the now present moment, so you might as well do whatever you can to the best of your ability. And it's been big, man. It's been big just because now you have social media, and you have a bunch of different platforms, and everybody has a voice, everybody has an opinion, and some of those opinions can be hurtful, and some of them can be helpful, but unfortunately, I think a lot of people get caught up in listening to people that their opinion doesn't matter. They didn't you don't care about someone's opinion until you get to that point in your career, and like, why would you go on social media and someone say, hey, you're ugly, or you suck, or whatever? It's like, you have no idea the work or the time or the effort that I put in,
right.
But you can sit on your couch and say, hey, you suck at baseball,
right? Right.
So it's a different world we're living in now. So I just hope people don't get too caught up into listening to irrelevant opinions from people who don't matter.
Yeah, I hear that. Everybody tuning in right now, you're watching Fangage Live, featuring World Series champion Tony Kemp. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. If you're watching and you want to participate, go to thefangage.com, upload your photo. Tony's going to be signing for another 15-20 minutes. So, go over to the website right now, upload your photo. He's going to sign as many as he can over the next 15-20 minutes. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. I'm monitoring the Facebook questions right now. A big one, what's, kind of, are you a big Avengers fan, or what's your favorite movie? When was the last, what movie you went to the movie theater to see?
Yeah, I've actually been bad. I've actually needed to go to see Avengers. The day that I was gonna go, we had an off day in Boston, and a couple of my buddies from middle school that we used to play baseball with, they came up to the series to watch me and Mookie play, and we decided to go out, and we had a good time. And last time I've been to the movie theater, I honestly can't even think. That's bad. I don't even know. I don't even know the last movie I've been to. That's terrible. Once the season starts, it's kind of like, hey, get your sleep, get to the field, hit, throw a workout, do your thing, and you go back home and you wake up and you do the same thing over again.
Yeah, I know.
The last movie I think I went to go see with my wife was can't tell you.
Can't tell you.
I really don't know. It was in spring training. Oh no,
Yeah, you boys
memory's
really
usually
don't
pretty
have the
good.
time for that. Especially because once you start traveling and getting on the road, like you get in the hotel rooms, sitting at a movie for 2-3 hours is, not really something that you guys can do during the season.
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that, man. I can't. I really cannot think of. She's gonna be like, "Wow, you didn't."
We got a Facebook Live question from Bill Morton here. Outside of getting that ring, what's been one of your most memorable Astros moments?
Man, this organization is, they mean a lot to me just because, they took a chance on me in 2013, and 6 years it just goes by like that. And obviously once you debut and you get on that big league field for the first time and playing the Chicago White Sox, that moment will always be special. You always remember your first hit and then your first time stepping on that big league field. So I'm gonna have to say my debut. My debut was probably one of my most memorable moments, and I probably have to say hitting a home run in the postseason against the Red Sox last year in the ALCS at home was that was something I'll never forget.
Speaking of, you recently hit a career milestone, your 200th career game. I know it's, you talk about how fast these 6 years have gone by, but, kind of put that into perspective. A kid from small town Tennessee, always, I'm sure you've been told that you're not the most ideal size, but now you look up and you done had your name on the lineup card 200 times, man.
It gives you chills, man. It's like, it's no, man, God's definitely been good to me. I'm definitely blessed, and he works in mysterious ways, and it's the times that you begin to doubt him that he shows up the biggest. And obviously I imagine myself here, but you don't imagine yourself there, right? Like it's tough because you're like, man, like I'm gonna play 10 years in the big leagues. And I was like, man, it'll be cool to make the big leagues for a day,
right?
So like now I'm like, okay, now you're just playing to have fun and just you enjoy it. And especially being on this team, man, like it's a blessing because many people say, oh, like you might be a everyday player somewhere else, but it's like, no, like that's not even, that's looking in for some, like in the future for like what God has in a different realm for you. This is right now, and I'm blessed to be a part of this team, and this organization has treated me right. And I can't say enough about the things that the Astros fan base and all the fans and how they've responded to me. Everyone's like, oh, he's such, he's great guy. I mean, I hope I am. Like, I'm just being who I am. Like, I'm not changing for anybody. But man, it's been an awesome journey.
Yeah, same for us. Just like you. We're a small startup who, we've been told many times our product is not something that people need. It's something that they want. So they don't think people will sign up for it and things like that. We've been turned down for investments and accelerators. So it's really exciting to be here, having another event with you a year later from our first one. And
I'm still waiting on my T-shirt.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding. We live with World Series champion Tony Kemp. As you can see, he's signing fan photos from all over the world. They've been sent from Texas. They've been sent from Tennessee, Boston, Washington, all over the world, Arizona. If you want your photo signed, go to thefangage.com. He's going to be signing for another 10 minutes. So this is your last chance to really just get in there, upload your photo, get it signed. We're gonna let him sign for another 10 minutes, as many as he can. Once he's done, it's better luck next time. But he's here with us now. So go to the website, thefangage.com, upload your photos. This is a free fan appreciation event. We reached 1,000 Facebook fans. Thank you for everybody for their support. And the only way we know how to give back is to put on a signing. So this is free. So go to the website right now, thefangage.com, upload your photo, and it might just show up on the iPad and get signed by Tony today.
Man, like, it's great. it's a good leap forward.
Yeah, it feels good.
It's
man.
cool to see all the because I did a camp at my high school. It's cool to see all the kids from the camp.
That's another avenue we would like to plug into more. You know,
Yeah.
the camps, because that's really the first and only time a lot of the kids get close enough to actually take a picture, to actually engage.
Yeah.
At the games, they have the nets that go all the way down the foul lines now, so you really don't get that access. But at the camps, you do.
Exactly.
So, you know, we would like to be integrated, you know, in more camps to where, you know, it's part of the process where people are uploading photos and getting them signed. I
Yeah.
think that's a great idea, and it'd be really, really cool. It'd be really, really cool to do that.
For sure.
There's been this trend, you know, where, you know, 10, 15 years ago, the parents would really have their kids specialize, where if you play baseball, you need to play baseball. If you play football, you play football. Now you're starting to see that narrative change, where, you know, more athletes are coming out of high school and, you know, having more options to play baseball or basketball. We have a Facebook Live question here. Were you a one-sport athlete in high school, or were you one of those ones where it's just like, I want to play everything, I want to do everything because I'm an athlete?
Yeah, you know, I think kids should play any sport anytime they can, get out of the house, get away from the video games. You know, I played basketball, baseball, and football up until my sophomore year of high school, and I would have played longer, but my high school coach asked me to pick basketball or baseball, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to go to the NBA.
Right.
You know, I'm only 5'6", but yeah, he was like, you know, you're going to too many baseball practices, and, you know, I was like, well, we play doubleheaders in the summer, and he was like, well, you're going to have to pick which sport. And, you know, obviously I wish he wouldn't have made me choose, but because I still would have played basketball. I wanted to play varsity and stuff, but I think it was probably a blessing in disguise, because it was good to have that gap in the fall, you know, once football ended, and then I could focus on baseball. So I had that like little gap. But you know, I would always say play as many sports as you can, because, you know, I think kids get burned out on that one sport. You play it year round, and, you know, I think it was always cool because I would have my football friends, I have my basketball friends, I have my baseball friends.
Right.
I never get sick of them.
Right.
You know, so you always have new friends in different sports.
You know, kind of along that line, we're starting to see more and more African Americans get involved in the game, but I know baseball would like to see even more. You know, we lose the African American kids usually to basketball at a young age, or, you know, once they get to junior high, they start crossing over to football. Kind of what are some things that you think that, you know, the community can do to get more African American kids involved in the game, and kind of what are some of the rule changes that you see might be happening that will get kids excited to play it?
Yeah, well, you know, that's why, you know, we did a bunch of charity stuff and gave a bunch of stuff to kids who couldn't afford that equipment, especially being, you know, it's tough because when you're African American, you grow up in a certain environment, and you see your friends playing basketball or football. It's easy because you could just go to a side yard and you could just, boom, you got 10 guys, you can play a pickup game. But
Yep.
with baseball, you really can't do that. You need
Right.
like 18 guys, you know, you
Right.
really can't have a real baseball game.
Even to perfect your craft, baseball is something where you're going to have that father figure that's going to be throwing soft toss to
Yeah.
you, that's going to be out there at 7:30 in the morning shagging balls with you, and, you know, and catching with you. Whereas basketball, if you want to practice your craft, you pick up the basketball and you go shoot. You got
Yeah.
better today.
Yeah,
But
you-
baseball is always, you need that father figure. And, you know, I look back at, you know, the rate of single mothers and, you know, things like that, where, you know, African American kids don't really have that father figure in their life to play the fetch. You know, talk about your upraising. Who was that for you that was shagging the balls and, you know, doing that soft toss that it takes to be a great ball player?
Yeah, well, it was, you know, for me, it was mainly my brother. My brother played, he played all three sports, so I wanted to play all three sports. And, you know, we had countless hours in the backyards. And, you know, obviously, like, my dad was at work and my mom was at work, so it was kind of just me and my brother. And, you know, he taught me how to swing. I used to be right-handed, and I couldn't hit the baseball. And then he said, you know what, you need to go try to be left-handed. And I said, okay. So
You're the only one in your family left-handed?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he didn't know, and switched over, went to be a lefty, and then he said I blasted the ball, and but yeah, man, it's tough. I think a lot of African Americans are starting to get more involved in the game because I think they see those contracts, they see that money, and they're like, oh, I could do that. Yeah.
Because you see the Kyler Murray thing.
Yeah.
And it was so funny when he got drafted. Everybody was like, if he goes to the NFL, he's gonna lose out on so much money. But a lot of people don't realize that you have to get through arbitration and you have to actually be in. You have to go through the ranks before you're gonna see those huge deals.
Yeah.
So
I was always, his deal. I was like, man, go to the NFL. Everyone's like, oh, he's gonna get CTE. He's gonna get hit a lot. He's a quarterback. Like he can't get hit that much, but. The signing bonuses are completely different. That money is guaranteed, and baseball. You're not gonna. He doesn't. I'm gonna go low A, play in front of 15 people.
Right.
You still got to move up, and you still. It's funny once you get drafted. People are like, "Well, how come you're not in Houston right now?" It's like, nah, like I'm grinding.
It'll work like that.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
It'll work like that. It'll work like that. That's so funny, the grind. A lot of people think once you get drafted, you're gonna show up on opening day and you're gonna be on the roster. It's so funny. My son, we play MLB The Show, and he has a ball player in the Astros organization, AAA, and he will interact with you through the game. So he's like, I'm sitting next to Tony Kemp on the bus.
Oh,
so because in the game you're down in AAA.
You're going in. You're going on the bus.
Yeah, so you're on the bus and you have to do these just different things to build team chemistry and things like that. So he's
go out to eat. And
yeah,
stuff.
Tony Kemp's
cool.
my best friend. He's my bro. He's my bro on the game.
Wow, man, the game has come a long way, man. I remember going on road trips and playing that game when I was little and watching my brother and trying to imitate all the things he does. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Guys, thank you so much. Everybody that's watching, this is a big deal for us. Like I said, it's our 1,000 Facebook fans appreciation signing. Tony Kemp is, doing this out of the kindness of his heart just to give back, and we couldn't be more appreciative. If you want to participate in future events, go to thefangage.com, upload your photos, and we'll get them signed and sent to you. We're going to be logging off here in a couple minutes. Tony's just going to sign for another 2 or 3 minutes. So if you want a chance, go to the website now. This is your last chance to upload that photo. But we're pretty sure that we're going to have him back on here pretty soon because he's enjoying the process and we enjoy having him here. But as far as the audio and the questions, thank everybody for participating. But we're about to log off. Tony's going to sign for a couple more minutes. But that's it for me. Tony, you want to say anything to the fans?
No, man, I love doing stuff like this. Obviously I feel bad because, you're trying to get mentally prepared for a game and you're trying to sign for fans and stuff. And then, people say one more. And, obviously, like, once you came out with this and, you pitched it to me, I said, yeah, this is a great way to, engage without actually, being there. This is like the second best option. So I think it's a very intuitive thing.
Heard it from him. We coming with the next big thing.
Yep.
We get medium first, but we on our way, man. Thanks, everybody. We signing out. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Thefangage.com. Go to the website, upload your photos. We'll get them signed. Peace.